Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my review of the final question of Femina Miss India 2020. So, as what I have said in my intro, we will be reviewing the final answers in the final question during the Femina Miss India 2020 pageant. And basically, it happened in 2021, but the title still is under 2020 because the winner will be representing in different pageants. And we already knew the result, but the show was broadcasted last 28th, and that was a great moment for us to be able to see how they did during the question and answer round. I'm supposed to review the entire show, but I feel like the only thing that really matters more is reviewing the final question round. Okay, because the evening gown round wasn't really the main focus of the competition. It was mostly on the final question. So I decided just focus the review on the final question. And there were two rounds of question and answer. The first round was they were asked different questions each. And the second round, they were all asked the same question. So we will start with the first round where they answered different questions. So first was from Karnataka Ratihulji, and her question was, what is the one value from your previous generation that you would like to discard, and what would that one value that you would like to preserve? She answered discarding the idea of getting married at a certain age, and the value that she wanted to preserve is respecting the family members. Personally, I think she's got some good points when it comes to the content of her answer, but what I do not like is how she delivered her answer and the way she constructed and presented her thoughts. She also seems very nervous and all over the place when it comes to speaking, which I understand, but in a competition like this, it really affected her overall performances. Her answer on discarding the idea of getting married at an age, I am quite unsure about it because I don't think that can be considered as a value based on what is being asked. But if for any reason that you would accept it as a value, I still think that her defense on why it would be discarded isn't strong enough. For preserving the value of respect, I like this one. It may be an answer that we usually expect, but I am okay with it. It was okay for the second one, but for the first one, it's a no for me. Next was Gujarat Kushi Misra. And the question was, if you could change 3 things about India, what would they be and why? I have actually a huge problem with this question because they're asking the contestants to choose 3 things. I mean, I have not watched the full show yet, but on an international pageant, time limit is always being practiced, and this kind of question isn't valid for a time given, especially limited time given. I would rather ask one thing that she would like to change about India and then let her defend her answer from there. But 3 things, I mean, that's a little bit too much to be honest. She answered, first is how certain taboo subjects are being treated in her country, like sex and menstruation. Second is the education system, and third is the quality of hospitals and healthcare. She gave actually very interesting answers, but then again, I feel bad because I feel like, her answer felt like an enumeration on 3 things rather than explaining why these certain things must be changed. She wasn't able to elaborate her answer on that question, especially on the part where she was asked why. Because again, 3 things are a little bit too much. I don't blame her for that. I just feel bad for her because I feel like she could actually give a better answer and defense if she's only asked to name 1 and then defend it from there, as what I have said earlier. But 3, your time is only enough to name those 3 things, but you won't have enough and sufficient time to defend why those 3 things. And those defense is something that lacks in her answer. But then again, as what I have said, I completely understand because the question is a bit question mark to me. Next, Haryana, Manika Shakan. The question was, do you feel social media are creating unrealistic beauty standards? Yes or no, and why? She answered yes, but it would depend on us that we don't get influenced by these social media standards and accept our imperfections, because that makes us beautiful, unique, and that makes us stand out. I'm actually very happy with her answer. It doesn't really give me that quotable wow moment kind of answer, but it is already strong and decent enough, and she answered the question. I love her idea about us making the ultimate decision if we would allow these standards to affect us or not. I also love how realistic her answer was, because that is actually what's happening in the world right now. So good job to her. I like that answer. Next is Uttar Pradesh, Manya Singh. The question was, would you erase the year 2020 from your memory or preserve it? Manya answered in their native language and based on the translation that someone shared. So thank you so much to everyone who responded to my question about sharing her answer in English. She said 2020 gave us a lot of things, and there are good things and there are bad things. She said that we have faced adversities in life. We learn a lot from it. Therefore, if something bad happens and if she can learn from it, she will not erase it. She will preserve it and learn from it and move forward with it. I love her answer. I think it is a very good answer. And one thing that I love about her is that how calm she is when answering the question. I mean, that's amazing. There's really nothing more I can say because that is a really, really good answer, to be honest. She hits the bullseye. She gave an honest answer, very natural tone. And again, I really love the natural vibe that she gave when she answered that question. Finally, we have Telangana, Manasa Varanasi. The question asked to her was, according to you, which profession deserves the highest salary? Soldier, doctor, or the chief of the Supreme Court, and why? She chose soldier because they are risking their lives, defending the borders, and she believed they deserve the highest salary. For her answer, I like how she started by saying that the three are very important profession. That's a really good start. Since she chose soldier, which I think is also a great choice, her defense about risking their lives and protecting their borders are exactly the answers that we wanted to hear. I just feel like that's it. That answer is already enough. There's nothing more you could ask for. Yes, it isn't a wow answer as well, because this is again another answer that we would expect to hear from someone who would choose soldiers to receive the highest salary. I just feel like you cannot beautify it anymore as a beauty pageant answer, and the best way to deal with that answer is, with that question is to pick an answer and just give a direct and realistic answer. And I believe that's what Manasa did, which is why I really appreciate her answer. And as what I've said, it may not give us that wow moment of an answer, but it was direct, it was realistic, so it's good. So I like that. So my judgment is not only based on the answer that they gave, but also on the personality and whom I think could represent very well in an international stage. So having said that, I will be sticking to my final prediction winner, which was Manasa Varanasi, whom I think is my winner overall in this round. She's really good. And again, based on the composure, based on her poise, based on her personality, based on her answer, the best three, to be honest, are the top three in the finale. It was Haryana, it was Uttar Pradesh, and Telangana. Those three gave the best answer, so no wonder why they finished in the top three. But there are also things that we need to consider when it comes to choosing a winner. So I believe they chose the right one to crown as Miss India 2020. So Manasa Varanasi deserved it based on the overall performance, and based on that round I would also choose Manasa Varanasi. But for second place, I would choose Manya Singh, although no disrespect to Haryana, Manika Shakan, she did very well as well, but based on my personal preference and based on that answer, I would choose Uttar Pradesh as my second and Haryana third. Now, there's also another round, which is the common question round, where they all answer the same question. And in that round, the question was, are you religious or spiritual? According to you, what is the difference between spirituality and religion? I will not be doing an individual review for this one because almost each of the 5 ladies, each of them gave somewhat connected and similar answers. But again, I would say when it comes to presentation of the answer, I believe Manasa wins this round as well. First of all, I love how she presented a very clear difference between spirituality and religion. I mean, again, one thing that I love about Manasa is how clear she is when presenting her thoughts, when speaking, and that's very important, to speak calmly, at the same time confidently. And that's one thing that made her that gave her an edge against other ladies. She gave her answer in a very calm, very presentable manner, so very good from there based on the differences between spirituality and religion. Then she went into giving a more personal answer, personal examples, what she do, her habits and activities that she do in connection to the two. And as what I have said before, I always love responses to questions that are more personal rather than just giving a generic cliche or general answers. So that is why I believe Manasa did it very, very well in this round. Her giving those personal answers make her answer more believable, more relatable, and this is why I have always reminded everyone, especially when I review final answers, that it is very important to give an answer and then connecting your answer to your personal experiences. Because, I mean, whatever experiences it is, just find an experience that you can connect to your answer and make sure that whoever listens to you, they could learn from your experience, because connecting it personally makes it, as what I've been repeating this many times, it makes it relatable, it makes it believable, and it makes you as a better example to anyone who listens to your answer. So Manasa did it very well, and at the end of the night, it was announced that Manasa Varanasi won Femina Miss India. I am not surprised because aside from the fact that she was my predicted winner, I also believe that she did very well. She proved herself that night that she was the clear winner. There was no question about it. And about Manya Singh, she's amazing. She's got an amazing story as well, and she went viral after she shared her personal story of success after finishing second runner-up in Miss India 2020. I am not sure if she will be given the chance to compete internationally, but I really hope she will. She's an amazing woman, and I'm glad that I'm glad that she went viral, because her story is very inspiring, that deserves to be shared to everyone. So again, this is my final review of the final question of Femina Miss India 2020. So I really hope you are happy with this review, because I'm so happy watching all of those ladies answering the final question, because the results were revealed before the finale. So I'm quite interested to know how they did when it comes to the final question. So after watching that, I am happy and I am super satisfied with the result. Do I agree with the result? I completely agree. So, what do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.